Hello and welcome everyone. Our today's question is pretty easy. Question name is segregate zeros and ones. So we have given an array and we have to modify this array in place to segregate zeros on the left side and ones on the right side. So here in place is important. It means you cannot utilize one another array, and so you cannot utilize one another array, which means the space must be constant, and you cannot sort this array. So if you sort this array, the time complexity will increase and it will be n log n. So you have to do this in order of n. So we have to do this in order place segregate zeros and ones. So we have this test case, and as you can see, zeros on the left side and ones on the right side. So your approach will be, first you check the frequency of zeros and then check the frequency of ones. Then on the second iteration you place first zeros frequencies and then one frequencies. But here you have to do two traversals. I will tell you how you can do this in one traversal. So let's build the approach. I have taken these three test cases. Let's do this one by one. So first we have this test case. So here we have to use two pointer approach, L at 0th position and R at 1 position. So the question says zeros on the left hand side and ones on the right hand side. So just increment your L till you have not find one. So here 0, yes, it is on the correct position. Then increment your L. Yes, 0 on the correct position. So increment your L. So as you can see, L at 1 and R at 0. So here you have to swap the elements. So just swap the elements. So now 0 here and 1 here. So after swapping, you have to increment L and decrement R. So L and R at same position. So now you don't have to do anything. The array is sorted. So let's solve the next test case. So we have this test case. So L at here, R at here. So L at 0, so it is correct. So increment URL. L at 0, it is correct. Increment L at 0, it is correct. So increment. So now L and R. L and R, L at 0 and R at L at 1 and R at 0. So just swap the values. So 0 and 1. So now increment your L and decrement your R. So now we have sorted this array. So let's solve the next test case. So we have this. So L at here, R at here. So L pointing to 1. So we have to swap this element. So now R at correct position. So we want ones on the right hand side. So it is correct. So decrement your R. So now L and R, we have to swap these values because we want zeros on the left hand side and ones on the right hand side. 1 on the right hand side and 0 on the left hand side. Now after that, increment your L and decrement your R. Again, it is pointing to swapping values. So we have to swap the values 0 and 1. So here 0 and 1 here. So increment your L and decrement your R. So now L and R on the same position, so we don't have to do anything. So as you can see, first, second and third, all test case solved. So let's code it up. We have L and we want N and R means N minus 1. We have to iterate till L smaller than R. So just do L smaller than R and L at correct position means L containing 0. So increment while L smaller than R and R at 1. So decrement your R. If still L and R smaller means L pointing to 1 and R pointing to 0. So we have to swap. So on L we want 0. On L we want 0. On R we want 1. So then increment and decrement. Let's run this code. Yes, let's submit this code. If you are watching till now, a click on the subscribe button is highly appreciated. And we have successfully solved this question. And thank you all for watching this video.